Hey guys, this is Johnny with Premier Home Inspections. Today I'm down in Big Lake, which is about 20 miles south of Lake Charles, and got this washroom that's got, Big Lake is a little camp community. It's called Bear's Landing, and there's a boat launch, and let me just show you, the lake is right here. You've got some camps up in the air. So the reason I'm telling you that is because this washroom I've got, about to show you, it's been hit by two hurricanes. It had Hurricane Rita and Hurricane Ike in the past, and we had a storm surge, and all these camps got hit pretty good. So this is what happens to your camp after it's been put back together a couple of times, I guess. So I'm gonna try to make this video pretty quick because I've got a lot of issues in it, and I'll try to make it as fast as I can, but quite a few going on, so I thought this be an interesting little video because I got some Cajun engineering, so to speak, going on in it. And let me get right to it and show you what I got. And when you walk in, you can see that the washing machine is plugged into an extension cord, and that extension cord goes over the doorway, and you can see there's a splice in it too, so that's not good. It goes over the doorway and it runs down the wall, and it's plugged into this other receptacle on the other side. So that tells me right there the receptacle was no good. So when I put this little tester in the receptacle, the light comes on the open neutral side, and it's just kind of barely on. So I put a multimeter on it, and the meter's only showing like 64 volts. So it's not getting the 120 it needs. So we'll have an electrician come check that out, and hopefully he can get that repaired and get rid of that extension cord. That's a safety hazard up there with the way it's spliced right there. Also on the electrical side, I was phone going off. I was checking out this wire going into the three-way switch here, and they've used duct tape, good old duct tape, for conduit. And I was feeling around, and I could feel there was another wire in there, so I opened it up, and I could see that what they did to make this three-way work, I think what they did is they used this extension cord for material. I guess that came from the splice up there, and they used this other red wire to make the three-way work. The other switch is on the other side of the room right here. This extension cord appears to be like a 14 gauge, and it needs to be 12 gauge because the smallest breaker in the main panel is a 20 amp breaker inside the main panel, so that would need to be a 12 gauge wire. So we'll have the electrician check that out. Hopefully he can just put that in some 12 gauge Romex with some conduit and replace all that. I recommend it to the buyer to go ahead and go ahead and get a price. If it's not too expensive, just have him put it behind the wall and up over the ceiling and just eliminate all that. What you could also do, back when they did this, they probably didn't have the new fancy LED lights that they have these days. They come on at night when you open the door, and it would come on, and you could find your way to the switch that way instead of stumbling around in the dark. In any event, that's not safe the way it is, so we're going to call that out. And also on the electrical side, they got this the Romex going into the hot water heater right here. Get it up close here. You can see that the sheeting is frayed, and it's not going into the conduit like it should right here into the box, and it's also kind of boogered up right here in the back and up there at the top. You know, like I said, we have had two hurricanes come through here, so it probably got beat up pretty good in here when that water heater was bouncing around the old one. So ideally what I'm going to recommend is putting a piece of sheetrock where it's missing right there to cover up those wires. This Romex needs to be put in some conduit going into a junction box. What I recommended to the buyer is to go ahead, instead of a junction box, just go ahead and put it in a intermatic timer. That way when you're not heating up water when you're not here during the week, and you just turn it on the weekends when you get out here. Save some money on energy that way. I think that's it on electrical. That's it for today. If you have any questions, give us a call. It's Premier Home Inspections. Phone number is 337-540-9651. Or check us out on the web at premierhomeinspectionsllc.com. Thanks. Have a great day.